What is up, YouTube? It is Randy Orton Fan 2011, and I am here for the preseason thunder of Season 3 of the PRWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Now, this is not a practice session to determine the starting lineup, by the way. This is only a preseason thunder, so we're still in the preseason here in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series, so this isn't the practice session to determine a starting lineup. We got the first car already out on the track, and that is the 3 of rookie John Dillon. Looks like we got some other cars coming out on the track. We got another rookie in the 7, Stephen Whitman. Another rookie, 47 of Rhett Yates. Matthew McMurray, he's not a rookie, though. Looks like he's in his third season so far. Then we got another rookie, Thomas Mickey Cook, as well as a veteran, Sean Galligan, and another rookie, Cody Lamas. So we'll take a look at some of the cars as everyone just about has filed into pit road. We got some more cars coming out. There's Liam Ervig in the 8. Then we got 51 of Sam Young, now about to pull off the track, as well as the 93 of Brandon Bein. Alexander Jones and Preston Plord have also pulled off onto the track. Now here come the lap times, and this will be the key here. This will be the key to determine where everyone, if everyone's going to be confident with their car. So, of course, John Dillon currently was the first car out on the track, but it looks like some cars did get their lap times, but this isn't going to be their official lap times. At this point, it looks like Stephen Whitman and Preston Plord, Alexander Jones, and I think Sean Galligan already have official lap times so far. And I see more cars coming out on the track as John Dillon records the first lap of a 37.603, but we have the 98 currently with the fast and make that the 5. We got a lot of drivers. A lot of drivers are pulling down some fast times here because you usually don't see this around Daytona, but of course this is the PORWC, so there are no limits. At this point, Sean Galligan currently has the fastest lap time with a 36.712. Take a look at some of the others. Here's a notable rookie everyone wants to be on the lookout for, Joseph Lombard, a very popular YouTuber known as N2SC4R, making his first appearance in the PORWC. This will be his first season in both the Pepsi Cup Series and the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. He will be a rookie in both of those series. He's looking to make an impact here. Of course, there's a bunch of other things a bunch of other drivers we want to show. There's Zohar Manuda in the 22 in his second season in the PRWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Looks like Cody Lamas has turned up the fastest lap time so far, 36.489. There is the title guy. There is the sponsor guy, Max Russell. Of course, he is sporting the Pepsi Max colors. Of course, this is the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Oh, Danny Wells. He's our previous Danny Wells. There is our last champion. Our defending PRWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series champion, Danny Wells. He's looking to make an impact, trying to show that that championship season was no fluke. And at this point, he is currently 29th in the speed charts. Oh wait, make that 31st, 37.011. There and right behind him is the runner-up of the PRWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series a season ago, Dylan Poteet. Twice in both seasons, season 1 and season 2, he finished second in the standings. But he's turning up a pretty fast lap time so far. He's got a 7th in the speed charts. We'll make that 8th with a 36.191. Another driver we want to be on the lookout for is Seth Cole. Of course, he has switched over to Roush Fenway Racing in the 99 machine, looking to make an impact. Unfortunately, he didn't make the playoffs of the Nationwide Series last season, but he did make a few good finishes, and currently he is well back in the speed charts. He's 35th so far. Of course, we got another notable driver, Sean Henley in the 83. He's looking to make an impact as well. Almost made the playoffs a season ago, but now he has switched over to BK Racing, which is a very questionable move to say the least, I'd say, because he was still under contract under Roush Fenway, but he decided to go to an underfunded team. Of course, Sean Henley, the driver that he is, the veteran that Sean Henley is, and of course he's trying to help out that underfunded team. Of course, another driver we want to be on the lookout for, that is Luke Martin in the 20 car. Of course, sporting the GameStop colors. Of course, that was the name of this Nationwide Series before it became the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series in Season 2. Of course, this was known as the PORWC GameStop Nationwide Series in Season 1 before it officially became the PORWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series in Season 2. Another driver returning to this Pepsi Max Nationwide Series is Justin Perry in the 18. Of course, Justin Perry will be in the 18 car for both the Nationwide and the Cup Series. Currently, Justin Perry is 26th, make that 27th in the speed charts with 36.414. Of course, and here's another up-and-coming rookie, Ryan Richards in the 55. He drove the 55 in the Cup Series last season in a part-time tenure. Now he will drive the 55 in the Nationwide Series on a full-time basis. And we take a look where Ryan Richards is. He's well near the back of the charts. He's back in the 40th position. Ooh, Ryan Richards almost scraped the wall there, but looks like he's good to go. At this point, the fastest driver who we have out on the track, that is currently Eric Burton in the 31. There he is. Made an impact pretty much in last season in Season 2. He came away with the win in Los Angeles. That was his only win of the season, and now he's trying to make an impact here in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series in his second full season. Currently, he has the fastest lap time so far with a 35.510. Oh man, Eric Burton almost hit the wall there, but somehow he's able to save it. Oh, there's some more cars. Oh wait, that's Ryan Cooper. Ryan Cooper almost had the season to be, but now he's going to go to the garage and he's going to retire from this practice session. That was a close call right there for some of the drivers. There is Michael Norman in the 60 car. He's making his first appearance in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series, looking to be a part of both the Pepsi Cup Series and the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series this season. Of course, he finished third in the standings in the Pepsi Cup Series in Season 2, and he's looking to make an impact. He may not have had a win last season in the Pepsi Cup Series, but now maybe with being involved in both the Nationwide and Cup Series this time, we'll see if Michael Norman can pull away with a win and show everyone else that Season 2 run at the championship was no fluke. Of course, there's Barney Ward. He won a couple of races last season, and he's, of course, looking to make an impact. He almost won the championship last season, but unfortunately, he got involved in a wreck. He got involved in a late wreck that took him out of championship contention. I don't know why. Unfortunately, guys, please apologize for me sounding like this, cause I'm not 100% right now. So just bear with me on this. Eric Burton still has the fastest lap time so far. But guess who's second on the speed charts? That is David Burton in the 13 car. David Burton currently with the second fastest lap time so far, 35.755, with just over 6 minutes to go in this practice session. Xavier Livingston now returning to the 48 machine. He made the playoffs last season, and he's looking to make an impact once again this season. There's Red Bell in the 43. She just got into pit road and made a few adjustments. Now she's going back onto the racetrack, looking to put up a few more fast laps before this practice session is over. And there is her boyfriend, Trent Dunham, in the 12 car. Of course, Trent Dunham has moved over to Penske Racing for Season 3, and right beside him is his brother, Zohar Manoud, in the 22. Of course, we'll see if Trent and Zohar can work together on this deal. This season, we'll see if the brother combo of Trent Dunham and Zohar Manoud can make an impact here. See a few cars, Dylan Young going to the pits, as well as Jacob Cook, Luke Martin. Eric Burton is making a few adjustments. Will come back out on the racetrack, see if he can turn up a few more, even faster lap than he did last time. Here's one of our international sensations that we have heard about, Callum Wales, making his rookie debut here in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Of course, he has He has made a few appearances in other PORWC series before, but this will be his first appearance in a main PORWC series, which is the PORWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Here's another rookie we want to talk about, Ron Fujairah. This is a brand new guy, to say the least. This is his first appearance in all of my series, let alone the PORWC. So this will be his first career appearance in the PORWC, his first season, and he'll be in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series, looking to make an impact. Dylan Young is just about ready to get back on the racetrack, and well, he's kind of holding up Joseph Lombard there for a moment. There's Brandon Bein in the 93 car. He's also another rookie that we want to be on the lookout for. Of course, he will be in the 22 car for the Pepsi Cup Series, so we want to be on the lookout for Brandon Bein. Tony Blazer is also making his return to the 38 machine. Well, this will be his first full season in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Of course, to make it easy on his life, I have put Tony Blazer in the 38 car in both the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series and the Pepsi Cup Series. So if you see the 38 car, you know that is Tony Blazer. Oh, Max Russell hit the wall there. He scraped the wall, but he should be okay. Looks like we haven't had any incidents so far. And now Trent Dunham, Zohar Manoud once again, side by side. Barney Ward's coming back on the racetrack, looking to put up a few more laps before this practice session is over. Jacob Lawler in the 42. He has been in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series on a part-time basis before, and now he will come around full-time as a rookie in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Here's another rookie we want to be on the lookout for. That is Robert Wagner. Of course, he was introduced into the series via Michael Norman. So, of course, Robert Wagner wants to thank Michael Norman for helping himself get a ride here in the 21 Wood Brothers machine. Of course, that is a single-car team. Of course, Ben Paul. Don't forget about Ben Paul. He's another rookie to be on the lookout for in that 39 U.S. Army machine. And we'll go through some of the others of the field. Dylan Poteet, and looks Dylan Poteet has reached pit road, as well as Red Bell. Take a look at some of these other drivers before this practice session is over. Here's Ryan Juke in the 33 car, making his first appearance in the main PORWC series. He'll have his first full season in the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. He'll start off in the 33 car of Richard Childress. Of course, the main paint scheme will be the Oreo. Of course, I love Oreos. See if we can get some more action here before this practice session is over. There is Charles Jackson in the 15 car. 15 5-hour energy Toyota Camry. Charles Jackson looking to put up something even better after what happened last season. Of course, Charles Jackson didn't make much of an impact last season. He was winless, but we'll see if Charles Jackson can come up with something big here this upcoming season. And there is his counterpart, his alter ego Jack Richards, in front of him in the 16 car. And he's looking to put up some good laps here in this first ever preseason Thunder of the PORWC. Back to our defending champion, Danny Wells. Currently at this point, he is 15th on the speed charts at a 36.005. And by the way, this goes by fastest lap. Here's Dylan Poteet, our Season 2 runner-up, as we get through the final minute of the practice session. Dylan Poteet looking to put up some bigger numbers with one more lap around the track. Looks like we've gone through pretty much almost everybody, to say the least. Pretty much almost everybody we were able to get some kind of word here. Oh, but I think I missed the 56 car. There's Jacob Cook. That's actually one of Jacob Lawler's drivers. Currently, right now, he's 11th in the speed charts as we get to the final 20 seconds of the practice session. Everybody looking to hit that start-finish line one more time to hit up a fast lap. We'll see who will come up with that fast lap. A few more seconds to go, and it is official. The practice session has been complete, but now we have to get everyone else who is still out on the track racing for one more lap. See if one of these cars can come up with something big. Oh, they're 3 wide. Gotta be careful. Oh, Danny Wells hit the wall. Oh, there was the first incident that we were just about waiting for. The first incident, we were just about waiting for that one. David Burton, Jack Richards went around. Oh, man, thank God nobody else got involved. And that was just the first bit of action that we were looking for. But it doesn't look like anything else did occur, from at least what I think. Everybody just making sure they get their last lap of their practice session of Preseason Thunder out of the way, as everyone has just about hit pit road. Oh, there's a second incident. Oh, man, Eric Burton flipped over. Wow, and just like that, the cars just had to stop. We had to take a good look at those 2 incidents. We had to take a good look at those. Stay tuned. Here's a look at those incidents that happened towards the end of the practice session. You saw Jack Richards. Oh, wait. Well, actually, it starts with Danny Wells. No, wait. Jack Richards just gets loose coming off turn 4. No, actually, it was via Danny Wells. It was via Danny Wells hitting the outside wall. It was via Danny Wells hitting the outside wall. You see David Burton try to get up on Danny Wells, but he couldn't clear the 34 machine. And then you see Jack Richards in the 16. He's going to get spun around. Luckily, everyone just about made it through that one. But then then we saw Eric Burton pretty much flip over. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Oh, right around here was how it started. See what happens. Oh, see, the 22 of Zohar Manood hits that outside wall, the safer barrier, and then Eric Burton just nowhere to go. He had to, he couldn't go down on Zohar Manood right there, and then Eric Burton just an innocent bystander there. Danny Wells just barely getting by, and right there, Michael Norman hard hit, and then you see other drivers going to get involved. John Dillon, Liam Ervig. Oh, right, and that is how Eric Burton flipped over via Ryan Juke. So that is how the practice session ends, and now we'll take you to the results. So that was your Preseason Thunder first look at the Season 3 of the PORWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Eric Burton and David Burton 1-2 on the speed chart with 35.510 and a 35.755. Great day for those guys. We'll see if they can keep it up once the season starts. Matthew McMurray, Red Bell, Barney Ward make it the top 5, all under 35.830. Then it's Sam Young, Ryan Cooper, Robert Wagner, Xavier Livingston, and Sean Galligan rounding out the top 10. See a bunch of guys with pretty good practice sessions so far, such as some rookies such as Sam Young, Robert Wagner as well. And then you got Eric Burton and David Burton there, up near the top of the speed chart. 11th through 20th now, that's Tony Blazer, and not a bad run for Jacob Cook. He comes out 12th in the practice session, 35.948 his fastest lap. Alexander Jones, not too bad either, 35.953, and Joseph Lombard, a 35.954. Jacob Lawler runs a 35.996 in 15th. Thomas Mickeycook runs a 36 flat as he ends up 16th on the speed charts. Danny Wells, our defending PORWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series champion, will be 17th, and it's Cody Lamish, Trent Dunham, and Ron Fujairah. Pretty okay day for Ron Fujairah. We'll see if he can come up with something a little better at the next practice session. Go through the rest of the finishing results of practice. Sean Henley, Rhett Yates, Max Russell, Michael Norman, Ryan Juke, Dylan Young, Dylan Poteet, John Dillon, Ben Paul, Liam Ervig, Callum Wales, Jack Richards, Zohar Manood, Stephen Whitman, Charles Jackson, Seth Cole, James Qualls, Ryan Richards, Justin Perry, Luke Martin, Preston Plord, and Brandon Bein. So we are ready to go. That's just the Preseason Thunder. That is just a preview of what you will see for Season 3 in the PMNS as the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, both of my main series won't actually start until I actually finish up my, until I finish Season until I finish my side series. That is, sorry I keep feeling I'm not feeling 100%, but whatever. So guys, remember that Season 3 of the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series and Season 3 of the Pepsi Cup Series won't start until after, that is after my side series. After all my side series. Of course, they should be fairly short. They're only going to be like around 10 to 12 races, so hopefully I can get through those quickly. Alright guys, we're ready to go. Well, actually, we're not quite ready to go, but we should be set for the next preseason Thunder session of Season 3 of the Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. Coming soon is the preseason Thunder of Season 3 of the PORWC Pepsi Cup Series, so be on the lookout for that. This has been your PORWC President, Aaron Williams, aka Randy Gorton Fan 2011, Simmerley NASCAR Fan 34, signing off. This race has been brought to you by Pepsi Max. 0 calories, maximum taste. Pepsi Max. I'm out.